Hello, welcome to my channel. This is the Show Love Tarot. I am Show Love, and I'm here to give you a reading for the sign of Aquarius. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. But we are beyond the dawn. We are smack dab in the middle of the age of Aquarius. This is, well, I won't say smack dab in the middle, but it is well on its way, okay? So this is a time where the age of Aquarius, I feel like the age of Pisces was the age of compassion and empathy and opportunities for people to really learn how to love and be loved, and compassion and making amends and doing the right thing, and overcoming obstacles and creating miracles, to be honest. But that age is over, and we are now in the age of Aquarius. 111. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius. Aquarius, the humanitarian, the future seers, right? Of technology, of how things operate, operational, how things organize, how things are organized in big groups, individuals, humanitarian attributes of the sign of Aquarius. This is the age that we are in. But not only that, this is my personal view, to be quite honest. But I feel like the age of Aquarius is a time of, when they talk about the last days, these are the last days in biblical terms. And how I see that is the last days of 222, the last days of the veil between the physical realm and the spiritual realm, the thinning of that veil, and not only just the thinning of it, but just the removal of that. And so there is now a greater access to the spiritual realm, and vice versa. For the spiritual realm, there's greater access to the physical realm. It's really a wild time to be alive, really. The veil is thin, and whether you believe in the veil or not is none of my business. It is what it is, whether you believe in it or not. So this is a time to really, hunker down, ground, to meditate and to pray and to be present in the now. Okay, so sign of Aquarius, I know I'm going on. It all is relevant to the sign of Aquarius. 333 is very relevant for Aquariuses to start to look at things in a new light in regards to how they see their humanitarian gifts and ideologies played out into the world, starting with their own immediate surroundings, right? How can we make the world a better place, and a place that things are working more in alignment with sustainability and future technology, and people are able to benefit from the work that they're doing and the efforts that they're making in the world. Okay, that's a big thing for the future, right? Because people are starting to realize and recognize the value and their efforts and how important it is 444. I feel like people are starting to see how they have been kind of taken advantage of professionally, creatively, just humanitarily, if that makes any sense, like how well you show up for your friends, your family, your work. You guys have been showing up, and you will continue to show up, but I feel like you are now moving into a space where you're a lot of you have been trying to avoid a big change, a big shift that you know that is necessary for you to live up to your fullest potential. And in this month of January, a lot of you are going to have to make decisions, and it's going to cause some of you to have a great it may be something that comes out of the blue, right? Because the first card that came out for you, Aquarius, was the Tower card in reverse. So the Tower card is a sudden change, an unforeseeable sudden change. So for some of you, Aquarius, some of you saw this big change coming. Some of you may have been trying to avoid this sudden change and change that you've been wanting to make, because there's this Eight of Swords that comes after the Tower. So the Eight of Swords, some of you for some time maybe couldn't get your head around it, but you couldn't put your finger on it, like your thoughts were not coming together. You were unable to see a way out of the situation. Some of you, it took you a while to see your way out of something. It was very, it was a big entanglement. Some of you are making your way out of an entanglement that has been very taxing for you, and it's something that you knew had to come. This is a Tower. This is a big change, a big shift, a big ending that you may have been avoiding for some time because you couldn't see your way out of it. Okay, and now you do. It's something that you were trying to avoid. You were trying to see the bright, the bright side of life. Always look on the bright side of life. Sometimes you can't. Sometimes you can't look at it. Sometimes there's no bright side. There's silver lining. Yeah, there's a silver lining. I would say look for the silver lining. Look for the lesson, the blessing. Look for the opportunity that came out of it and after it. Sometimes there's not always a bright side to a situation. Sometimes situations just suck. Okay? And it's okay. It's okay to be in that and learn from that. You're not a victim. Some people are like, oh, I'm a victim. You're not a victim. You're just living life, and you're learning, and you're exploring, and you're learning from your situations. Okay? I think some of you, try to avoid things. This toxic positivity, I feel like some of you have been stuck in, just like trying to look on the bright side of everything. Not everything has a bright side. Oh my goodness. God, today.
It's 5 o'clock.
That's a toxic. Sometimes you just gotta say this is shit. Okay? Alright? And once you come to terms with that, you start making some changes, and you start valuing yourself. You start valuing your energy. You start making subtle movements towards your future. The Nine of Pentacles, you start making right actions, the divine right actions, and not just actions that you feel like you should take to like avoid situations. You're trying to, no longer walking on eggshells, no longer caring about what the other thinks, no longer like fitting into certain groups of people. You're no longer thinking about those things. You're living your truth about who you are, right? You're no longer stuck in the mud, stuck in an ideology of trying to fit in. And so then you start making your way, you start valuing yourself, right? And then you tap into that true love of self, and then that love, that match comes along if you guys have been looking for a lover or a partner, divine partner. Some of you haven't had that in your life because you've just been living a lie. Just trying to fit in, just trying to avoid a Tower. Maybe you're in a relationship you don't want to be in. Maybe you're in a job or friendship group that won't allow you to have a certain type of love. Right? But I feel like a lot of you are drawing in, bringing in your truth, and so that you can like get, put whatever it is your angst, to put that to rest. And start living your life and not being so sad about not bringing in that balance of love and friendship. And some of you have just been living in your head and not living your truth. Okay, Aquarius? Stop living in your head and living your truth. So be that. Happy New Year.